Hey, Anne-Marie. Hi, Barb. Hi, Reese. Hi, Mari. Welcome, welcome. Nancy's back. Welcome, Nancy. Hello.
Hi, Josie.
Good evening. Let's get everybody on mute. Jane's here. Excellent. Bruce has joined us. Welcome, Bruce. Actually, Bruce, something really strange happened last night. There was two screens, one of you normal and one of you frozen. It was bizarre. Hey, Mum, welcome. Good to see you. The Shella's here. Awesome. All right, well, we might get started. Okay, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's mindfulness meditation session. My name is Josie Thomson, and I will be your facilitator for our session. So let's smile and be really grateful to be connecting here together tonight. I want to acknowledge you for making this time to just switch off from your daily routines and ease into your evening, and hopefully even getting some good sleep. So give yourself permission to just put your day to one side and allow yourself to have this time just for you to wind down, have a break, cultivate some calm and ease into your evening. Now, these sessions will be recorded, so your video has been defaulted to be on so I can supervise our practice, and your microphones are switched off just to minimize any background noise. If you have any questions or comments at all throughout the process tonight, just click the little chat icon at the bottom of your screen. A window will appear and you can just type in your questions and comments there, and I'll be happy to stay on after our practice and check in on those questions with you. Now, these guided sessions are my gift to you. As you know, I've been trained in neuroscience as well as mindfulness coaching and workplace mindfulness facilitation. So you're in safe hands. This practice is all about training your awareness and concentration, and it has supported me to get through some pretty tough stuff in my life, and I know firsthand what the benefits have been for me physically, mentally and emotionally, and I'd really love to resource you with that inner reserve to be able to maintain a sense of calm no matter what's going on in your life around you. Now, the practice is designed to create discipline for your mind. It's not that easy. It looks simple enough, but what you'll notice is your mind gets distracted. When that happens throughout the practice, don't beat yourself up. Don't think you're doing it wrong, because your brain is doing what it does best, and that is to wander. Your job is to notice it wandering, and even you noticing it is a form of mindfulness, okay? And all you need to do is bring your mind back to the practice, back to my voice, and back to your breath, okay? Doesn't matter how often you've got to do it. The more practice you do, you'll find that will start to settle down a little bit. But when you first start, don't expect it to be clean, clear sailing. It is a bit challenging. So what I say to you is give it a crack. Don't get frustrated. Just be gentle and calm and very, very patient with yourself. Now, these sessions are designed to help reduce stress and anxiety and panic and even fear, and in its place, cultivate a much deeper sense of calm and ease, all right? Now, this is a space for us to connect, to reflect, and also to reset from our busy days. And I don't want you to worry about whether you're doing it right or are we going to finish on time. I'm going to handle all of that. All I want you to do is just listen to my voice, just follow the guidance that I give you, and manage your environment, any distractions that you might have. And if you do have a mobile phone anywhere, which I don't, just turn it off or on silent and pop it on the floor so it's completely out of view and will not distract your practice this evening. It's important that you give yourself full permission to be here, not just in body, but in mind and focus and concentration as well. This is kind of a form of self-care, right? I've sent you an email with all the information about these sessions, So I just want you to feel really safe and comfortable to just give it a go. There's no previous experience required, but there are 4 attitudes that I'll keep reminding you about to try to have as you enter into these sessions. And the first one is to have no expectation. So when you have no expectation about yourself, how it's meant to feel, or about the practice itself, then you're going to minimize the likelihood of disappointment. It's also about not expecting to be completely blissed out or to have a blank mind. Okay, just allow the practice to be whatever it is and simply observe it. The second attitude to have is to have no judgment. And this is about, by you not judging whether you're doing right, whether you like the practice, whether, it's actually working, you're going to have less frustration with the whole experience. The third attitude is about being an observer. So an observer of your mind, of your thoughts, of your emotions, and just observe that these things are coming up and just let them follow, just let them sort of cruise past you like a cloud, okay? But bring a sense of compassion and curiosity to them, like you're really trying to check it out, but not really go in and follow it wherever it goes. And the last attitude is about just having a beginner's mind. So approach each of these sessions with an openness, a freshness, as if for the very first time. So the goal is not to empty your mind. The goal is to train and tame your attention and concentration. So I'm going to lead us now through a basic awareness, mindfulness meditation practice, which allows us to relate instead of from our thoughts to our thoughts. So in other words, being able to observe them but not identify with them. And we're building awareness of how we think. When we engage in this kind of practice, maybe starting out for say 5 minutes a day, you can actually begin to notice the narratives and the storylines that you create in your own mind around expectations and pressures, or maybe just how much noise circulates in there at any given time. Now we can train our brain to notice our mental habits. Some of them are good and some of them are not so great. And in noticing these habits, we have more freedom to choose how we respond or act towards them. After the practice, we'll ponder tonight's reflection question, which is, what are you grateful for? So if at any time during this practice you feel uncomfortable, please just open your eyes and keep a low downward gaze in front of you. So let's get started. So what I'd like to invite you to do is just roll your shoulders back, lift them up, and drop and release any tension in your neck and shoulders. And let's see if we could drop them a little further this time. So let's roll our shoulders back, lift them right up, and drop and release. Beautiful. Just let go. Sitting tall with both feet grounded on the ground and your hands resting gently on your lap. Now, if you can imagine a string pulling up from the base of your spine all the way up to the top of your head. Sitting tall actually helps us to have space in our abdomen so that you can breathe easier, and it keeps us awake so that you don't fall asleep. I invite you now to gently close down your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, have a soft downward gaze in front of you and start to bring your focus of attention into your inner world and just breathe. So let's breathe in deep and breathe out long. Let's do that again. Let's breathe in deep and breathe out long. Let your body be heavy and give yourself permission to let go of your busy day just for the next little while and be present right here together right now. Your breath is natural, breathing through your nose. Breathe in deep. breathe out long. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. Notice a sense of letting go as we breathe in deep and breathe out long. As we begin, remember, we have no expectations, no judgment, just simple observation. So let's take a few long, deep breaths together now. And as you breathe, get a sense of your body sitting right there. And also a sense of where you're starting this moment from, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Breathe. At this time of day, how is your body physically? Is there any tension or tightness anywhere? What emotions are present? Be curious. Just observe. No judgment. What do you notice? Is there a neutral feeling or a sense of tightness or calm? Also, is your mind busy or still? Breathe. Observe. Begin to recognize your body naturally breathing. If your mind wanders, just gently bring your focus back to the practice, to my voice, and to your breath. Good. As you breathe in, bring a beginner's mind to this inhalation, noticing it as if for the very first time. Be curious as you follow the in-breath through your nose, down your throat, and down into your abdomen. Breathing out and releasing any tension or tightness, bringing that same attitude towards your exhalation. just resting your full awareness on your breath. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. Breathe in calm. Breathe out peace. Now, begin to get a sense of your body sitting there. Instead of just noticing the positioning of your body, feel into the entirety of the body in this moment. This body is full of sensations, from warmth to coolness, pressure, holding, pulsing, softness, itchiness. Perhaps some areas don't have any feeling at all. Take a scan with curiosity and simply observe. Just spend the next minute exploring with your attention and feeling the sensations in and around your body, from the tips of your toes all the way up to the top of your head. And whatever is being experienced, just allow it and let it be, being curious without any judgment or storyline. If at any point the mind wanders, just notice it. Notice where it wandered to and touch that thought for a moment. And gently come back to your breath, back to my voice, and back to the sensations in your body. Breathe. Expand awareness from the body to sounds. Because of this mind and these ears, we have the gift of hearing. And not everyone has this gift. But here we have these ears and the gift of hearing right now. So take a moment to notice the rising and falling of sounds, like my breath or my voice. background traffic noise, other sounds. Just observe. And whenever the mind wanders, gently come back to sounds. Breathe. Now, so far, we've focused our attention on the sensations in and around our body. We've also noticed sound. Just like with sensation and sounds, we can also notice our thoughts, as if we're sitting in a dark movie theatre, noticing the dialogue and the images coming on and off the screen. So beginning now to bring awareness to thoughts themselves. Even the thought, I don't know what I'm doing, is a thought. Noticing, opening up and being aware. Just observe your thoughts. Now, breathe in deeply and breathe out long as we gently come back to the breath. Notice how the whole body expands on the inhalation and contracts and releases on the exhalation. We can genuinely thank ourselves for taking this time out of our day just to engage in our own practice for our health and well-being. Let's breathe together as we breathe in deep and breathe out long. Breathe in calm and breathe out peace. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. Let's take some time now to slowly end this meditation. Begin to bring your awareness back to this forum. Take a long, deep breath in and release. Begin to move your feet, feeling the contact of your feet on the floor. Move your fingers and your hands. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. And I invite you now just to scan, just check in with your bodies, check in with your mind. And just notice how you're feeling. What are you aware of in this moment? And if you would share your answer in the chat box. Remember, there's no right or wrong answers. There's no judgment. Just simply observe. Let's check. Sleepy and ready for bed, Gabby. A few people nodding, going, yes, me too. Nancy's feeling peaceful. Bernadette's feeling loved. Lee, quiet in my busy mind from today. Barb is feeling calm, relaxed, sleepy. Jane's clear-headed. Joanne, I think I fell asleep. Well, you're awake now. That's good. Okay, and Marie will have a chat. Amy's feeling calm. Love that. Helen, sleepy and peaceful. Beautiful. Thank you. You'll find every practice, your experience will be different. Even if you repeat the same practice, every time you come into the meditation, you'll be coming in from a different space. You will have had different experiences. So there's different processes that need to happen to have you settle into this practice, even though you might have done this exact same practice before. And that's why I say to you, always approach your meditation, no matter what you're doing, with the beginner's mind, as if it's the very first time. And for me now, the meditation I shared with you last night is the one that I tend to do pretty much every day. And the other thing that I do is that when I go into quiet time, it's almost like I'm going into the lounge room of, you know, I don't know what your belief system is, whether it's, you know, source, God, whatever. For me, it's I go into that room and I'm actually sitting in that presence, and it's like full on, and everything goes quiet because I'm just in awe to be in this space of silence. And the most extraordinary things can come up when you just surrender yourself to be in the presence of something bigger that wants to inform and nourish your life with goodness. So I really pray that one day you'll also touch that space. And if I can help you get there, I'd love to do that. So let's check in on tonight's reflection question, which is, regardless of what's going on in and around our lives right now, what are you grateful for? So let's take a moment to start to tune into some good things. You know, what are you grateful for right now? Amy says, my friendships. Helen, being alive. Right? Joanne, my life. Reith, my health. Bernadette, my family and partner. Gabby, my health, family, friends, love. Beautiful. Lee, playing with my little girls, laughing, dancing with them. And Marie, being close to nature. Me too. Narelle, every morning I wake up and I'm breathing. What a blessing. Beautiful. Jane, that the cat comes to sleep on the bottom of my bed. And what beautiful company. Everything I have now, food, shelter, friends, that's Nancy. Lovely, thank you. And the more Anne's grateful to be able to look at the ocean every day. I'm coming over. And Mark says, a chance to renew. Beautiful, thank you. Thank you for sharing. The more we focus on gratitude, the more all of a sudden our cups feel a little fuller, because the brain is primed to see what's not around, what we don't have, what we're not experiencing. And so we've actually got to work pretty hard at keeping our own cup full and sustained, instead of walking around with an empty cup waiting for everybody else to fill it up. We actually have that amazing capability to fill it up ourselves. And when we can do that, we walk around with a full cup, ready to offer that to all those people that we love and want to serve. So thank you so much for sharing this special space with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this mindfulness meditation session. As you know, I'm offering these every night for the month of April, including weekends. And I'm also doing them at midday for 15 minutes as a bit of a reset. So feel free to invite friends and colleagues to come along and join us. The more the merrier. I look forward to connecting with you again, same time, same place, maybe tomorrow. And I'll stay on now and answer any questions that you've got. But if you do need to leave, remember to look up, smile, reset, count your blessings, not your problems. And may you be safe, may you be calm, and may you be well. And let's carry each other in our hearts. So I'm going to turn the recording off. And if you need to leave, just wave goodbye. And hopefully I'll see you again. And